Ahoy hoy. Shoot me a like if you don't mind. Anyways, January 17th, today's by Epictetus, Reboot the Real Work. Okay, I am your teacher and you are learning in my school. My aim is to bring you to completion, unhindered, from compulsive behavior, unrestrained, without shame, free, flourishing, and happy. Looking to God in things great and small. Your aim is to learn, diligently practice all these things. Your aim is to learn and diligently practice all these things. Why then don't you complete the work? If you have the right aim and I have both the right aim and right preparation, what's missing? The work is quite feasible, and yet the only thing in our power. Let go of the past. We must only begin. Believe me, and you will see. That was Epictetus in his book Discourses. Now, Ryan Holiday. Do you remember in school or your early life being afraid to try something because you feared it might fail at all? Try being afraid to try something because you feared it might fail. Most teenagers choose to fool around rather than exert themselves. Half-hearted, lazy effort gives them a ready-made excuse. It doesn't matter. I wasn't even trying. As we get older, failure is not so inconsequential anymore. What's at stake is not some arbitrary grade or intramural sports trophy, but the quality of your life and your ability to deal with the world around you. Yes, if you really fuck up at work and fuck around too much, you'll get fired. Then you won't have a way to pay for your home. And if you don't have a family around you, or even if you do have a family around you, maybe they can't support you. Next thing you know, you'll be living in your car. And then after that, you'll be living on the street. So, yeah, there are consequences. And so failure does have bigger consequences, but smaller risks. I feel like smaller risks would be better. Um, Don't let this intimidate you, though. You have the best teachers in the world. The wisest philosophers who ever lived are in this book, so you must keep watching every single day. Rewatch all my videos. Hell, donate even. Just kidding, but yeah. And not only are you capable, the professor is asking for something very simple. Just begin the work. The rest follows. Huh. I think this really talks a lot about that's a procrastination thing. I think it's talking about procrastination and just doing the work, putting the work in. I have my job and I go hard at it, but there's all these other things that I have going on that I want to do really well. If you want to get bigger, you have to go to the gym and do the work. And then, yeah, there's research on top of that and like how to work out better. But just showing up every day is the best way. If you go stay at home and research all the time, then you might not ever make it to the gym. Just showing up, the mode action brings motivation. It's funny because when I hopped on my computer to do this, I had a project open that I quickly looked over because I have this weird relationship with editing videos. I love doing it, but when it's something of mine that I'm putting on my own channel, I'm a perfectionist and way too much too, which causes procrastination because sometimes editing is like mentally painful because it's like it's not good enough. I keep ragging myself. But I just quickly looked over this project. Oh, did some things here, did some more things, grabbed some more things out of the interview that I'm posting. Oh, cut some more things out, place it better. Oh, would this clip look better like this and this? And then I worked on it for 10 minutes. And that's the work. And like just the best quote. It's funny because there was I read 3 books in a row, and like one was written by a really feminist chick, and another was written by an atheist, and another by a Christian man, like a priest. And they all were giving the exact same advice on procrastination. Action brings motivation, not motivation brings action. And in one, it was taught. I think it was Mark Manson's book, "So Learn Not Giving a Fuck." So he was just talking. It's like if you just tell yourself that you are going to do like 10 minutes of crappy editing, or I'm just going to do one small thing. You end up let's say, oh, you're going to work on a web page. You're going to move some banners around, replay stuff, adjust the coloring. Then the next thing you know, you finish the whole thing. It's like if you go to the gym and you're like, oh, I'll just do some running, and then you end up staying, you end up doing way more. But if you say, oh, I'm going to do 2 hours of working out and it's going to be hardcore, you're going to put that off. So even sometimes just tricking yourself that way. Another in the priest book, it was in the book Hard Times Never Last, but Tough People Do. He was talking about this writer who's written I think it was 70 books, and the guy was 60. So that's a lot of writing. And someone said, how are you so productive? How do you get so much done? Do you write when you're motivated, or do you write when you're like at a certain time, and he said, I only write when I'm motivated, I only write when I'm motivated, and I'm motivated every morning at 9 a.m. and I sit there and I get motivated. And even I was another example of writer, because I think writers and editors that they are alone and it's their thoughts, and it's just like they have these, and same with musicians, they have the, which are writers in a way. You have these moments in these sessions, and then you're almost like afraid this session won't be as good as the last session, and that's a weird thought. But like sometimes I hold off on editing videos because it's like, oh, this won't be as good as last edit. It's a weird thing. But the thing about editing and writing now is you can always hit Control Z. So you can make these mistakes. If you make these mistakes, if you just try and make a decision, if you're deciding between two clips or two ways of doing something, just make a decision right away, and then you'll know if it was the wrong one, and then it'll give you even more. If you made the decision right away, it'll give you even more time to switch back. And then another one I heard is like, just do, the guy who was writing, he said, I just do 200 crappy words a day, 200 crappy words a day. And then he said, like, what normally happens, because it takes the pressure, because I'm telling myself that this is not going to be permanent in my book, or it doesn't have to be. And he says, most of the time, 90% of the time, I end up doing 200 crappy words, but they are good words. And if they're not, there's no stress. And he says, I always do more than those 200 crappy words. But me telling myself it's only going to be 200 crappy words is what gets me going in the first place. Anyways, so here's see, I have all these nice little rants about stuff, and they're all hidden in these videos. And I think I'm going to, hell, if you're interested, looking for a job, I'm looking for someone to go through my channel and take clips and post them on shorts for me. So anywho, ciao for now. Hit like and subscribe. Yeah, no, thanks for watching. Thanks for popping in. And I don't know if anyone's following me while I'm uploading and going live like 10 times today. And I'm worried that I'm going to be hemorrhaging subscribers doing this, because maybe the notifications are annoying. So, if you're new here, maybe subscribe. I'm going to do one more. I'm feeling good. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm actually going out to live stream at a location in Winnipeg. So it's winter, so I won't be on my Segway. But yeah. Anyways, ciao for now. I'm going to do one more. Okay, bye.